Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dimashin, aka Bob Bright. Do you understand? Listen, Cecilia Abena Dapaah, Ghana's former Minister of Sanitation, had a huge scandal, and I'm bringing you guys the latest information on that fella. Let's delve details into the matter. You understand? A government minister in Ghana might have thought that she was doing the right thing by going to the police to report a theft case at her house. But that plan backfired. And according to a court charge sheet that was dated, in this July, around Thursday, relating to those accusations of the theft, Abena Koko or Cecilia Abena Dappah had a huge amount of foreign currencies in cash just in her house. This was different foreign currencies. You have, the American dollar, counting to like $1 million. You have, the European currencies. You have the pound, the pound sterling, the euros, and everything. Huge piles of cash. It described that cash as what? 780,000 pounds. That is equal to $1 million. After that, she has another what? 300,000 euros, which is roughly about 333,000 dollars. And then Ghana cedis, of course, 350,000 Ghana cedis, which is another what? $30,000, plus other personal items, including handbags, valued at what? 350,000. I can't even finish counting. Like about 95,000 dollars worth of what? Jewelry. And this is a 68-year-old politician who was what? In the cabinet. Do you understand? And just imagine these figures. Huge amount of money at this time of hardship that everyone is feeling hungry. This is the moment that this lady is enjoying with her family.
The house guest.
The mother just came out as a result of her house workers or house helps or house girls eventually landing their hands on part of that money, making away with huge buying cars for their boyfriends, building mansions. Hi, this country, the response of the president to this matter has not impressed a lot of people. Listen, the country's currency has been losing money rapidly in recent months, so the Ghana cedi is just depreciating. And economists were linking this thing as a result of what? This, don't mind that woman over there. Economists link this depreciation to what? People hoarding dollars, hoarding foreign currencies, which was impacting what? The currency of, our local country. Do you understand? But it was shocking for many people to learn that a government minister may have been holding huge amounts of what? Foreign currency. Ms. Dapaah resigned immediately as what? Minister of Sanitation and Water Resources. A post that she had held for at least 5 years. Since that matter just came up, the president hasn't reacted as we expected. We thought this was, a serious president who was ready to tackle corruption. But how the president responded to this matter, the Martian is not impressed. I'm literally shying away. I'm feeling shy about how the president handled this whole matter. Because, by Monday, she was placed under arrest. So, the office of the special prosecutor, which deals with these allegations of corruption against high-level officials, and now that she was under arrest and then put for questioning for suspected corruption and corruption-related matters regarding large amounts of money and other valuables, reportedly stolen from her house. The theft case actually was supposed, it happened for a long time, probably 7 months ago. All that while, why wasn't she reporting? Can you see, connect the dots and you realize that, there is something fishy. Where did she get that money from? The source of that income, the source of those foreign currencies. It could be the IMF money. Don't be surprised. We are not fools in this country. No one is a fool in this country. She was granted bail actually on late Monday evening after what? Her private lawyers and other things went to bail her out But this saga began with what? A burglary. Burglary case, possibly a series of what? Scandals at the minister's private home, which she was sharing with her husband and daughter. Then two women who worked as what? Domestic workers for the family are the center of these allegations. So these are the unknown women who are said to have stolen that money, and then she was reporting the matter to the police, only to end up getting arrested. Do you see how karma works? This is karma. Now I think Ghana, this matter, it could me, it could my heart, because if you are a serious serious Ghanaian, you should realize that there is no two ways about this. Well, what is the minister's salary that she is able to accumulate? Millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of pounds. This is just what is in her house. You imagine her bank account. This is just what was discovered in her house. Imagine what she has in her bank account. Like crazy. But the brief facts of the investigation, so far, which are attached to that charge sheet, it says that Ms. Dapaah's husband returned home and heard what? Unusual noises from his bedroom, and then found out one of the accused hiding what? Behind the door. Do you understand? It was after that the couple realized that things were, out of order. So they suspected that they were what? Stolen. Can you imagine? So when they realized that it looks like part of their huge pile of money was being taken away by their house workers and staff, that was where they eventually reported the matter to the police. But it's not clear why there would even be such hoarding of large amounts of money and such a long delay in reporting the matter. But at the time that the accused were being alleged to have gone on to just pick up that money, I think a lot of people raised accusations about the spending habits of those people, because they could have been suspected a long time. People buying cars, 2 cars for their boyfriends, building huge mansions, all from nowhere. This country, we are all inside. Let's go. Let's continue. And according to the BBC, one house worker, or one worker for Cecilia Dappah, the domestic workers, one of them allegedly bought what? A 3-bedroom house just around the outskirts of Accra. A double-decker fridge, television, washing machine, chest freezer, gas cooker, and water dispenser. She allegedly gave money to her boyfriend to actually buy what? 2 cars. You have Hyundai Elantra, Honda Civic, name them, all the all the cool cars you can think of. The couple also accused they are also accused of what? Renting another 3-bedroom house in a different city and a storeroom. The other former employee of Ms. Dapaah is alleged to have spent part of her money on building her own 3-bedroom house. Do you understand? Let's take the story bit by bit, because you realize that we live in a non-serious country where corruption is the order of the day. Like, hey. But as for the former minister, for the former minister herself, the source of that money remains the huge puzzle. Because how can you, what kind of job do you do? A minister, how much does a minister earn within a month? I think it's the source of funding for this money is, I think, it should be investigated properly, because in her resignation letter, Ms. Dapaah said the report that she had various sums of money in foreign currencies, and it doesn't actually correctly represent what she and her husband reported to the police. President Akufo-Addo was disappointed. I'm saying he was disappointed because he actually decided to remain, calm. He never reacted angrily or actually showed that he was, a anti-corruption campaigner or something. Akufo-Addo said, and I quote, "I'm confident that at the end of the day, your integrity whilst in office will be established." I'm confident that at the end of the day, your integrity while in office will be established. Akufo-Addo wrote to Ms. Dappah. This is the country we live in, right? These are your politicians, these are your presidents, these are your ministers. You take politics serious for this country, master. Yeah, you just they worry yourself. Except that you are part of those people who get something to chop, then no problem. But politics in itself, I don't just like it at all. Dappah served as minister since Akufo-Addo was elected president in what? 2017 there. Initially, she served in the aviation sector and a year later was what? Switched to what? Water and sanitation. But Ms. Dappah, I think, was well known as one of just 3 women in the president's cabinet. Team of ministers. Now her political future hangs in the balance because as the special prosecutor tries to source these facts together, just fit them into a snuggly piece of puzzle. I think how to just connect the dots and expose this lady. She should be sent to prison if she is guilty of all these charges. She should be sent jailed for millions of years. Do you understand? Her political future is just in the balance because they have to investigate whether she really had that huge amount of cash in her house and where did it come from. Thanks for watching. The name is Dimashan, aka Bob Bright. Just updating you guys on some of the things that are happening in this country. Do you understand? I don't want to talk much. Catch you guys later. Okay.